Hey there, Libra. This is Seven Scorpion Tarot, and I want to welcome you to tonight's reading. So, tonight, and first of all, Happy New Year. This is the beginning of the new year, same old me. New Year, still me. And I wanted to get us started off with a reading. We're still in that black moon energy from the black moon in Capricorn, that second new moon in the month of December. And now it's in Aquarius. And there's a couple things going on in your sign. We're in the last 10 days of your sign being in the South Node. And I want to say about the last 6 weeks or so of Black Moon Lilith being in Libra. I think that changes in February, maybe like the very beginning of March, but somewhere around there. So I wanted to do a self shadow ego reading, see what's going on. And we'll just kind of go from there. We'll start shuffling for the self. Interesting placements, though, with the celestial weather for you. Uh, my Libra placement is Black Moon Lilith. I think that's a really interesting placement considering uh her myths. That exiling herself from paradise because she wasn't being treated equally, and Libra being in the seventh house of relationships, that doubles up into her story. So maybe there's some of that going on for you, seeking equilibrium in your relationships or wherever um, the house placement is for your Libra placement, whether it's, sun, moon, rising, Venus, whichever, or really any place in your chart. Oh, the Fool in the self. So starting something new. Interesting. And it's a new year. So maybe some sort of new venture. This is just a world of possibility. This could go any way. I want to get another, see what the nature of this journey is. But starting something new could be in relationships. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. So starting something new that leads to independence, or it's an independent journey, however that falls with you. Uh you could be Fleetwood Macking it, going your own way. And the structure of these feathers is very much like the Four of Wands in this deck, of that walking through a portal. And it kind of looks like an eye. Uh so this journey, maybe it's a portal to your independence. That's what lies on the other side of this. Huh. I mean, reading over, what more do you need than that? We'll get a card for the shadow. Uh, yeah. And very Lilith is choosing independence, and that, or choosing yourself and that leading to independence. because that was one heck of a journey, she went on to exit the Garden of Eden to be the mother of demons. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. Hmm. Well, the first person that came to mind was Lucifer. Uh, I don't think her intention was to meet another partner. And who am I to say? But it's also like her stepping into her power. And this it came out in the shadow side. So that could be playing out for you as well, in that, hmm, I almost want to say the fear of success. Ooh, that like if you go your own way and it's successful, like the bittersweet feelings around potentially the people in your life were holding you back. That could be really challenging to deal with and would make sense coming out in the shadow side of the heartbreak of, yes, I made it completely, on my own, but I was on my own. Like, I didn't have the people I cared about, the people that I thought that were on my side, that I thought were in my corner. They weren't there. They weren't there to see me become the emperor. Because the emperor in the universal deck, the Rider Smith Waite, I refer to it as universal. I don't know if that's technically true, but whatever. Um, he's sitting on like a stone throne. So not a comfortable chair. And he's got like bracers on his shins, but his garb is like regal. It's not armor. So the armor's kind of hidden. So he's battle tested and in charge. And he got that way by fighting to get there. Oh, and we're in the Black Moon. Uh, Gosh dang it. Is that Soundgarden? Chris Cornell? Black Black Hole Sun? I think that's what it's called. Um, hmm. Maybe there's something in the lyrics there, but that could hurt a lot that, you achieve that outcome of becoming the emperor via your independence. Now, I'm not saying don't pursue that, you know. I'm going to start shuffling for the or continue shuffling for the ego. Excuse me. Ego side, ego and persona. Like, I feel, my unsolicited opinion, if, even if that hurts, and I'm sure it will, if that's the situation that you're facing, still go for it. Like, if your success was only possible by breaking away, that does say something about the company that was kept. Like, not that you or them are bad people, anything like that, but that at a minimum, it was unhealthy for whatever reason. Dynamics can just become unhealthy just because, I don't know, bad habits, like maybe you regress, when you spend time with somebody you've been friends with for a really long time. That's happened to me. Sometimes it's hard for long-standing friendships and relationships, etc., to accept changes, like new changes in your life. Like if you've given up a substance, cigarettes, things like that, what have you. Ooh, the tower. Ooh, and the trees on either side. Look at that. So the tower in reverse in the ego side, that's, I don't want to say that the tower is blocked, but the tower is delayed. Because towers are kind of inevitable. And where one tree falls and becomes ash, another rises. So is there something in your ego that needs to crumble for you to get out of your own way, to become the emperor, to clear the path for the emperor to come forth from the shadow? Deep. Hmm. Get an animal spirit card just for some underlying, like, overall energy. I almost want to say too, like, if we want to take this really literally, which I generally don't, um, this is like the crown falling off of someone and then you stepping into that crown. Hmm. Or you could be doing, like, you could be in a situation that you've been in for a while and you're just taking a different approach. Maybe you're not seeking outside opinions anymore, which brings you into your emperor energy, and then the tower falls. like this tower has been delayed because you needed to step into your power, into that emperor empowerment. Like, and I know one of the things that like really helps me feel empowered, Brene Brown. I like her TED Talks. Her books are great too. I like her voice though. I don't know if she narrates any of her books, but I like her TED Talks for sure. Because she has like, I don't know, like I feel like she could make a come to Jesus talk feel like a hug. Like she'd still get the point across, but like I would feel good afterwards, you know? Oh, there's two. There's one hiding in the background. Gazelle and camel. So two fire and very, very opposed, like sun, moon, but the same element. So a choice of how you want to step into your power, into that empowerment, because it's both the fire element. So it's like, it's almost like the fire is guaranteed because we've got it kind of, burning back here behind the sun. And then the actual fire from the lightning, which, I mean, that's how forest fires start. Uh, so it's like that fire is guaranteed. What tact are you going to take, though? Are you going to take the steady, like, what's that? The tortoise and the hare? Why can't I think of that? Like, the idiom. That's what it's called. Slow and steady wins the race. There we go. Uh, or are you going to take the fast route? I feel like either choice leads to the forest fire. It's just a matter of, is it in the cold light of day or under the cover of night? Like, does the is the forest fire starting when everybody is peacefully sleeping, or is someone getting the horns? You know, I think that's up to you. And it's not to say your choices are meaningless, you know, like not the nihilism route, but what am I trying to get at? It's almost like I kind of want to say the Matrix. Like Neo had a choice, sort of, and by making a choice, I don't know, just the cascade of events. He was always going to be the one, and the one always had a purpose. How the one arrived to that purpose was in the hands of the one. And there were so many iterations of the one that it was like a an allegory for like reincarnation, like samsara. I don't know, this is getting a little off the rails, but I think you probably get where I'm going. So, not to say your choices don't matter, but have confidence making them. Like what I was just doing was a little bit of analysis paralysis there. Don't get stuck in that. If the inevitability is the forest fire, then that's the inevitability. You move how you move within that constraint. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a movie marathon. Recover from the holidays, kick back a little bit. Overall, I hope this helps. I hope this resonates, and if it doesn't, I hope the next one does. Thank you so much.